let me open with something that will make you lean in. There's a small, inexpensive thing you can let melt under your tongue that can nudge your body back toward the energy, steadiness, and drive you remember. It's not a steroid. It's not a gimmick. It's something your cells already know how to use, and the way you take it changes how well it works. Hold that thought, because I want you to hear the whole picture before you decide if it belongs in your routine. Stay with me here, because what I'm about to share with you completely changed how I approach male health after 50. By the end of this, you're going to understand why this simple method is causing such a stir in the medical community. I'm Dr. Eva Danial, and today we're diving deep into something that sounds almost too simple to work, but the science behind it is absolutely solid. Let me start with a story. Just last month, I had this patient come into my office. We'll call him Robert. Robert's 56, works construction, and he's always been super active and strong. But lately, he came in and told me he's been feeling off. His energy just crashes by mid-afternoon. His recovery after workouts is taking forever, and he just doesn't feel like himself anymore. Those were his exact words. Sound familiar? I bet it does. Here's the thing. Robert's story is literally the story of millions of men over 50, and it all comes down to testosterone. But here's what most guys don't know, and this is crucial, so stay with me. The problem isn't always just about how much testosterone your body is making. Sometimes it's about how well your body can actually use what it's producing. And this is where everything changes. Now, before I get into the specific vitamin that's changing the game, I need to tell you about something important. After years of research and working with thousands of men, I've put together 4 powerful supplements that I specifically recommend for improved erections, testosterone support, and prostate health. These are completely separate from what we're discussing today, but they're incredibly effective. I've linked them in the pinned comment below. Definitely check those out after this video. Okay, so about testosterone. After you turn 30, your levels naturally start dropping by about 1 to 2% every single year. Do the math with me here. By the time you're 50, you could be looking at a 20 to 40% drop from your peak. That's huge. That's life-changing huge. And this isn't just about energy or muscle mass. We're talking mood, brain function, bone density, heart health, and yeah, your sex life too. But here's what gets really interesting. And I promise this is going to connect in a way you didn't expect. The vitamin I'm about to reveal isn't even technically just a vitamin. It's actually a hormone precursor, which means your body uses it to make other hormones, including testosterone. And the way you take it, that changes everything. And this is the part that most doctors aren't telling you, this vitamin absolutely does not work alone. In fact, if you take it by itself, you're wasting your money and your time. There are 11 specific vitamins, minerals, and compounds that must be taken with it to actually see results. And I'm going to walk you through each one of them, counting them down from number 11 all the way to number 1, because when you combine them correctly with the sublingual method, the results are honestly remarkable. Now, before you click away thinking, "Oh, I've heard about vitamin D before," trust me on this. What I'm about to share is probably not what you've heard. So the first ingredient in this powerful combination is vitamin D3. I know what you're thinking. Vitamin D? I've heard about that before. But stay with me, because what you probably haven't heard is how the sublingual delivery method combined with these other 11 specific nutrients changes everything. The research on this specific combination is absolutely fascinating. And when I show you the numbers in just a minute, you're going to understand why this is such a big deal. Multiple studies have shown this direct link between vitamin D levels and testosterone in men. Actually, there was this landmark study published in Hormone and Metabolic Research, and they found that men who took 3,330 international units of vitamin D every day for a year saw their testosterone increase by about 25%. 25%. That's not some tiny bump. That's significant, measurable, life-changing. But here's where it gets even better, and this is the part that changes the game. When you swallow a regular vitamin D pill, it has to go through your entire digestive system. It gets broken down by stomach acid, processed by your liver, and only then does it hit your bloodstream. This takes hours, and you lose so much of that vitamin along the way. Studies show oral absorption can be as low as 50% in some people, especially as we age and our digestion gets less efficient. But when you put it under your tongue, something remarkable happens. The tissue under your tongue is super thin and packed with blood vessels. When you let that vitamin D dissolve there, it absorbs directly into your bloodstream, completely bypassing your digestive system. We're talking absorption rates up to 90% or higher, and you start seeing effects in 15 to 30 minutes instead of hours. This is the game changer nobody's talking about. And here's something else you need to know. If you're deficient in vitamin D, and statistically about 42% of American adults are, you're not going to see optimal testosterone production no matter what else you do. But remember what I said, vitamin D doesn't work alone. This is where we need to talk about the 11 supporting nutrients that amplify its effects. And listen, most men are deficient in the first one without even realizing it. All right, number 11 on our list, zinc. Now, this mineral is absolutely critical for testosterone production. It's involved in converting cholesterol into testosterone. And get this, it also helps block this enzyme called aromatase that converts testosterone into estrogen. The problem? Zinc deficiency is super common, especially in older guys. And here's a number that's going to blow your mind. Studies show that men with low testosterone who took 30 milligrams of zinc daily for 6 months saw their testosterone nearly double. Nearly double. I know it sounds crazy, right? But wait until you hear what number 10 does when you combine it with zinc sublingually. This is where things get really interesting. The sublingual method for zinc is really cool because zinc can be rough on your stomach when you swallow it. It causes nausea in some people. But sublingually, you bypass the stomach completely. No digestive issues, better absorption. So number 10, this one's magnesium. And guys, listen to this. This is the mineral that actually makes vitamin D convert into its active form in your body. Without magnesium, vitamin D literally cannot do its job. This is exactly why taking vitamin D alone often doesn't work. My patients ask me about this all the time. Magnesium is involved in over 300 reactions in your body, including several directly related to making testosterone. Research shows magnesium supplementation can increase both free and total testosterone, especially if you exercise regularly. One study with athletes found a 24% increase in free testosterone after just 4 weeks. For weeks. And because magnesium also supports sleep quality, and we know testosterone production peaks during sleep, you're getting this double benefit. Poor sleep tanks your testosterone fast. So anything that improves sleep while directly supporting testosterone is a total win. Now, let me tell you about number 9. And honestly, most of you have probably never even heard of this one. I hadn't either until I really dove into the research. But when I show you what it does to free up your testosterone, you're going to want to remember this. Number 9 is boron. I know it sounds weird, right? But the research on boron and testosterone is seriously compelling. Studies show that just 6 milligrams of boron daily can increase free testosterone by nearly 30% in 1 week. 1 week. How does it work? Boron reduces the amount of testosterone that gets bound up, meaning more free testosterone circulating where it can actually work. And when it comes to erections and performance, free testosterone is what matters most. Boron also reduces inflammation and supports healthy estrogen metabolism, which is important because as men age, estrogen levels often increase relative to testosterone, sometimes called estrogen dominance. Boron helps maintain that crucial balance. Okay, so number 8 on our countdown, and this one's crucial for prostate health specifically. Most doctors won't even mention this to you. Number 8 is vitamin K2, specifically the -7 Malawian-Quatches form. Now, you're probably sitting there wondering what vitamin K has to do with testosterone or prostate health. The connection is actually fascinating. K2 plays a crucial role in directing calcium where it belongs and away from where it doesn't. But recent research found another role. K2 seems to stimulate testosterone production in the cells of the testes. We want the -7 Malawian Quachas form specifically because it has a much longer half-life, meaning it stays active longer. And when delivered sublingually, it bypasses first-pass metabolism in the liver, so more stays in its active form. And here's the critical part. K2 works synergistically with vitamin D. They need each other. Without K2, vitamin D can actually cause calcium to deposit in the wrong places, like your arteries. With K2, that calcium goes where it should, your bones. Trust me on this one. Coming in at number 7, this is an herb that's been used for literally thousands of years. Ancient healers knew about this one, and now modern science is finally catching up. Check this out. So number 7 is fenugreek extract. Fenugreek contains these compounds that stimulate testosterone production and help free up bound testosterone. The clinical studies are really impressive. Men taking fenugreek saw significant improvements in sexual function, energy, and overall well-being, with corresponding increases in free testosterone. Another study showed improvements in strength and body composition in men doing resistance training. And when you combine fenugreek with number 6, the results for overall vitality are honestly remarkable. Number 6 is B6, but not just any B6. We're talking about the active form, pyridoxal 5-phosphate. This vitamin is crucial for hormone production and plays a specific role in regulating prolactin. Why does that matter? Well, elevated prolactin can suppress testosterone and interfere with performance. By keeping prolactin in check, B6 indirectly supports healthy testosterone. Now we're getting to number 5. And this one's especially important if you're dealing with stress, because let me tell you, stress is one of the fastest ways to kill your testosterone. I see this in my practice every single day. At number 5, we've got ashwagandha extract. This is an adaptogenic herb that helps your body handle stress. And chronic stress is one of the biggest testosterone killers out there. When you're stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, and high cortisol directly suppresses testosterone. The research on ashwagandha is robust. Multiple studies show it significantly reduces cortisol while simultaneously increasing testosterone. One study showed a 15% testosterone increase after 8 weeks. Another with men doing resistance training showed even better results. And get this, men also reported feeling calmer and sleeping better. All right, number 4. This one's all about estrogen balance. And guys, I know what you're thinking. Estrogen, that's a women's hormone. But maintaining that optimal testosterone to estrogen ratio is absolutely crucial for men too. So number 4 is DEM. You find this naturally in broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. It supports healthy estrogen metabolism, helping your body process and eliminate excess estrogen. This helps maintain that delicate balance between testosterone and estrogen that's so important. And for prostate health, this balance is absolutely critical. We're down to number 3 now, and this one's essential for energy production. But recent research uncovered something really fascinating about its connection to testosterone. Here's the kicker. Number 3 is B12, specifically the methylcobalamin form. B12 is essential for energy and nervous system health. But recent research uncovered a connection to testosterone too. B12 supports the health of the cells in your testes that actually produce testosterone. The sublingual delivery of B12 is particularly effective because it's one of the hardest vitamins to absorb through the digestive system, especially as we age. Under the tongue, it goes straight into your bloodstream. So much more efficient. Number 2 is a trace mineral that's crucial for testosterone production, thyroid function, and prostate health. This is a big one, so don't tune out on me now. Number 2 on our list is selenium. It's required for making glutathione peroxidase, which is one of your body's most powerful antioxidants. This protection is particularly important for the testes and the prostate, which are vulnerable to oxidative stress. Studies have shown that selenium supplementation can improve testosterone levels, sperm quality, and overall reproductive health in men. The sublingual delivery ensures optimal absorption. The recommended dose is around 200 micrograms daily. And finally, we've made it to number 1. This is the one that brings everything together and ensures all these other nutrients can actually do their job properly. You ready for this? Number 1, and this might surprise some of you, is actually niacin or vitamin B3. Now, niacin plays a crucial role in energy metabolism and helps improve blood flow, which is obviously important for erectile function. But it also helps with the conversion and utilization of all these other nutrients we've discussed. Your body needs this final piece to complete the puzzle and make everything work together synergistically. Now here's something really important that ties this all together, and I can't stress this enough. All these ingredients work synergistically. They work better together than individually. Vitamin D needs magnesium to convert into its active form. K2 works with D for proper calcium metabolism. Zinc and magnesium work together for hundreds of reactions. B vitamins work as a complex. This is why comprehensive sublingual formulations that combine multiple ingredients in optimal ratios produce better results than single supplements. The beauty of sublingual delivery is you can get all these powerful ingredients in one convenient dose. Place it under your tongue, let it dissolve for a minute or 2, and you're done. No giant pills, no digestive issues, no waiting hours. Just fast, efficient delivery. So what can you realistically expect? And I want to be really honest with you here, because understanding the timeline is important. Let me break this down for you. First, understand this isn't pharmaceutical testosterone replacement. We're talking about nutritional support for your body's own natural production, giving your body the raw materials it needs. In the first few weeks, many guys notice improvements in energy and mood. You might wake up feeling more refreshed, have more sustained energy throughout the day, feel more motivated and focused. These are usually the first signs that something's changing. Over the next month or 2, you might see improvements in body composition, easier fat loss, particularly around the middle, better muscle retention if you're exercising. Your workout recovery might improve. And this is often when guys start noticing improvements in morning erections, which is actually one of the best indicators that testosterone is improving. I know it's probably not something you talk about at dinner parties, but it's important. By the 3-month mark, many men report improvements in libido and sexual function. This makes sense because as testosterone improves and stabilizes, your body can better support all the systems for healthy sexual function. Sleep quality might improve too, which creates this positive loop because better sleep supports better testosterone. At 6 months and beyond, benefits become even more apparent. Men often report feeling more like their younger selves. Sustained energy, better mood, maintained muscle mass, improved overall quality of life, and for many, consistent erectile quality and prostate comfort. And we're not just talking about feeling better. We're talking measurable improvements in health markers, like actual numbers on lab work. Now, I need to be clear, and I always tell my patients this. Individual results vary. Some guys are fast responders and notice changes in weeks. Others take longer, particularly if starting from severe deficiency or if they have underlying issues. Diet, exercise, sleep, stress, and overall health all play a role. It's also important to get your levels checked before starting. I strongly encourage working with your healthcare provider to get baseline lab work. You're starting testosterone, vitamin D, and potentially other markers like PSA for prostate health. Then retest after 3 to 6 months. This gives you objective data. Trust me, you want to know your numbers. Safety is crucial. The ingredients I've discussed are generally very safe at appropriate doses, but more isn't always better, and I can't emphasize this enough. With fat-soluble vitamins like D and K, you can take too much. though you'd have to take excessive doses for extended periods. With minerals like zinc and selenium, there are upper limits. This is why I recommend following dosing instructions on high-quality formulations designed by formulators who understand optimal ratios and safe ranges. Be aware of medication interactions too. Blood thinners and vitamin K, for example. Thyroid medication and selenium. If you're on any prescriptions or have health conditions, discuss supplementation with your provider first. Seriously, don't skip this step. Quality matters tremendously. Look, I've been doing this for years, and I can tell you not all vitamin D is created equal. Look for products using high-quality bioavailable forms, third-party testing, good manufacturing practices, and transparent sourcing. Yes, quality costs more, but you're investing in your health. Not the place to cut corners. The sublingual method itself requires a bit of technique. When you place it under your tongue, resist the urge to swallow right away. Let it sit and dissolve. Try not to move your tongue too much. Give it at least 60 to 90 seconds for full absorption. Some people do this first thing in the morning before eating or drinking for optimal absorption. Consistency is absolutely key. Listen, this isn't about taking something once and expecting miracles. It's about daily, consistent support over weeks and months. Your body needs a steady supply to maintain optimal hormone production. Think of it like building muscle or losing fat. You don't go to the gym once and expect transformation. You show up consistently, and results compound over time. Same principle here. Let me wrap this up. While sublingual testosterone support is powerful, it's most effective as part of a comprehensive approach. These supplements work best combined with a nutrient-dense diet, regular exercise including strength training and cardio, adequate sleep, stress management, and healthy relationships. The supplements provide the raw materials, but your lifestyle determines how effectively your body uses them. You can't out-supplement a terrible lifestyle. I wish that weren't true, but it is. The good news? You don't have to accept declining testosterone, poor erections, and prostate issues as inevitable aging. You have options. Sublingual support offers a convenient, effective, affordable way to give your body the nutritional support it needs naturally. It's not about turning back the clock completely, but it is about optimizing what you have and feeling your best at any age. Now remember those 4 powerful supplements I mentioned at the beginning for improved erections, testosterone support, and prostate health? Make sure to check out the pinned comment after this video. I think you'll find them incredibly helpful. If you found value here, please subscribe for more evidence-based information about optimizing your health as you age. Drop a comment and let me know what topics you'd like me to cover next. I read every single one. Until next time, this is Dr. Eva Danial reminding you to take charge of your health because you deserve to feel your best today and every day. Thanks for watching.